so we're gonna keep the fun rolling here. Got a lot more stuff to cover, so let's get into it. All right, so now we're gonna get into a new section here. I wanna talk about minor blues. So the minor blues is basically the same format, the same chord progression structure, but instead of dominant 7 chords, we're going to be using minor 7 chords. So just to give you the little bit of the theory on that, if we go back to our C scale, and we talked about when you play the 1, 3, 5, that's going to give you C major. Well, now let's play the 2, 4, 6. That's a D minor. Okay, and actually if we play 2, 4, 6, and 8, which would be the octave, that's a D minor 7, okay? So that's just how it's built, okay? You don't really need to know that, but it's good to kind of know it anyway. Let's take the key of C, okay? And we're gonna play this minor 7 bar chord. All right, now I know I said bar chords are a little bit hard, so you're gonna have to work a little bit to get this one. But as far as bar chords go, it's pretty much the easiest bar chord because you're just, besides your barring finger, you just have one other finger. So here I'm barring the 8th fret, and then I've got my ring finger on the 10th fret of the A string. All right? And again, this is a movable shape, so you can move this on any fret. The lowest one here is going to be your F, okay? Now if you just move this here, that's like the open E7 or E minor 7. Probably the easiest chord in the guitar. But this would be F, G7, A7, B7, C7, D7, and high E7. All right. All right. Now, remember, there's also chords we can make with the root and the A string. So, without moving up or down, let's just move up a set of strings. This would be our 4. And what's our 4? C, D, E, F, right? So F minor 7. That'd be our minor 4 chord in the key of C minor. And this one is going to be, I'm still barring the 8th fret, but now my ring finger moved up to the D string, and I added one more finger on the 9th fret of the B string. So I have this. All right, so I'm going to give you another rhythm to practice. We're going to kind of change the rhythm up, but first let's just play through the progression. All right, so remember, 4 bars of the 1, and then 2 bars of 4, 2 bars of 1, 5, 4, 1, 5. So I'll say the names of the chords, and you'll be able to follow along. But let's just make sure we know where our 5 chord is. So remember, we can just slide this one up a whole step. What's that note? That's a G. And if we weren't sure about that, again, we can count up. Remember, we're in the key of C, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's our G. So we have G7, or sorry, G minor 7, F minor 7, and C minor 7. So we have C, I'll just say the names of, I'll just say C, F, or G, but you know that I mean the minor 7 chord. C, 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 F, F, C, C, G, F, C, G. All right, so the rhythm I want to show you is going to go something like this. All right, so this rhythm, you can count it like 1, 2, and 4. So it's similar to that when I showed you that Freddie King 1, 2, and 3, and 4. So we're using that the pickup note on the end of the first beat. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, but then on the and of 2, or the second half, so instead of saying 1, 2, and 3, we're going to stretch out that and. 1, 2, and 4. So that and is going from the second half of the second beat through the start of the third beat, and then I finish up. So 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2, and 4. And also notice I was just kind of, even at the end of that, I could add that little rake. 1, 2, and 4, and so that and kind of like that. And so notice you can embellish it a little bit as long as you get the basic feel. All right, you can kind of change it up and add variations. All right, now in the minor blues, it's actually more common to end on the 1 chord. So instead of just playing you won't really hear that too much. Instead, you'll hear this. It just starts over. All right, now another thing that's really good is sliding. So I have this minor 7 shape. I can slide in with it. All right. You can also add little things. With this shape, you have your pinky free, so and also this shape with the 1. All right. Also, here's another cool variation. What about this shape? Here's a chord called the sharp 9. Some people call this the Jimi Hendrix chord because he used it in songs like Purple Haze. But you can play that on the turnaround instead of G minor 7. We'll play G7 sharp 9, F7 sharp 9. So the whole turnaround would sound like this. Okay, so I want to show you a song, a famous blues song called The Thrill Is Gone. It was written in 1951 by Roy Hawkins, but it obviously made very famous by B.B. King. He recorded it in 1969. And it's a minor blues in the key of B. So I'm actually going to give you an easier way to play that minor 7 chord. And so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take our first finger and fret the D, G, and B strings, kind of like an A major shape. But we'll put that up here on the 7th fret. And this would actually be like a D shape. But instead of playing the D root, we're going to use our thumb and we'll play the B root. So that's a little tidbit of music theory here. A D major chord with a B in the bass is the same thing as a B minor 7. Okay? And I can use that same pluck and pick technique, picking the bass note and then plucking the rest of the chord. I can also just strum it All right. Now the rhythm for this, it's going to be a slightly different rhythm. I would count this, if I was, let's say I would count in 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to play on the first and the third beat, and then the second and the third beat. So it's like 1, 3, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3. Now also, I'm tapping my foot here. It's a really good habit to, when you're working on your rhythm playing, just get your body into it. So I'm just tapping 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So 1, 3. That's the basic rhythm. You can do different variations. You could add little licks. We'll get into stuff like that later. I'm talking about stuff like so we go to the 4 chord. That's our E minor 7. Okay, then the turnaround, we're going to do this. It's a new chord for you, maybe. It's a G major 7. So this is like a minor, like a B minor shape with a G in the bass. Again, I'm hooking my thumb around. But what I've got is my middle finger on the 4th fret D string, ring finger on the 4th fret G string, and first finger on the 3rd fret B string. And then with my thumb. Now this string, the A string is not being played. I'm kind of muting that. You could also play it like this if you wanted. And I think it's just easier just to use the thumb, because this you're just reaching all the way around. All right, then the next chord is just an F7, or sorry, F sharp 7. Just a bar chord. And then we go back. So the whole progression is like this.
You'll be sorry someday.